Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
To the right side. Gets it to first. And an easy out to start the game. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And a big swing and a miss. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
That one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Luis Arraez stands in. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up. Bottom of the first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hye-Sung Kim. Foul ball there. Heel, a former Rookie of the Year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground, right side. Arraez takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Tommy Edman at the plate, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. The shortstop takes the ball. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Just missed.
That's ball 2.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2 out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap.
Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs. And that's way high. And the count is even 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And the funky Muncie is stifled by the strikeout. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now Fernando Tatis Jr. Ohtani back to work. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Padres holds it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ian Happ in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Foul ball. No score here in the second. Next offering away upstairs. Fought off foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Manny Machado, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
1
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and Ohtani gets the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
No strike.
Next offering upstairs. And strike 1 to the catcher.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Up the middle. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And here is Michael Conforto. And a foul ball. And that one hammered way back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball left side. Tosses across to first, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Ball 1 there. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Jake Cronenworth, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just He's having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss.
One ball.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Conforto sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno had an RBI yesterday, one of the 2 runs they scored in the game. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. And there's the strike. Outman patrolling center field, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
1 and 1.
Just missed.
Outside.
Fouls one off. 2 and 2. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Bogarts makes the grab, 1 away. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. And that's downstairs and outside. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
2-2 now. And that skips into dirt. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Whips it to first. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced. So he's going to get credit with the sac bunt. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Struck him out swinging, and that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Ball 1 to Bogarts. 4th inning underway, no score. Bogart swings through that one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that's outside. Swing and a ground ball, and that goes foul. That one just misses. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Timing on the swing was good.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Ohtani over at second. Muncy on at first with nobody out. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Ball 1, no
Skips
strike.
in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. And fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can back.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
The Dodgers threatening. Oh, he hit him, and that brings home a run. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. So they get back here in LA. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Fernando Tatis Jr. And the sweeper misses.
You know, these Padres, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And that misses. 3-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
We got a full count.
And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Ian Happ up to hit.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Padres still looking for their first hit in this one. Ohtani picks over. Tatis dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that You can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
He's got it, and there's one away. Here comes Manny Machado. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. Late with the swing there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Michael Toglia. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. He's through 5. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in is the speedy Haesung Kim. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
A great play deep in the hole.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball. The count 2-1.
Ball that's outside.
Tap foul at the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Dodgers down. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Moreno having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Ohtani back to work. And a ground ball to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. So they get the first out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. One gone, runner at first. And here comes Xander Bogaerts, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-1.
And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses off the outside edge. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
First baseman,
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. So welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. To the right side. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Will Smith to the plate. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And the Padres. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Edwin Uceta.
In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is fouled back. Outside corner, got him looking. Dodgers go down. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Evan Phillips. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Tatis up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. And 1 out now. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Vesia also throwing. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side of the set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. That one's in there. And that is strike 1. That clips the corner. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Outman at the plate now. That's ball 1. In the air, left field. Pat going back on this one. Puts it away for the out. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Right through there for a strike. late on that fastball.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
In the box now, take strike one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Outside with a breaking ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
A little bit low. And that's ball three.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Makes the grab, and there are 2 down. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno, 0 for 2 in this one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Late swing, fouled off.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
That one the other way. Kim handles, throws the first, and that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. There's the strike.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now Tommy Edman, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the Padres.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 59. Joan.
And another ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and they get Ohtani for the out.
Now
welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
66.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Bogarts now. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Hard hit left side. And they're down to their last out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. And there's a foul ball. Scott, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent.
Outside, that's a ball.
And that one fouled off. Scott is just one strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the finale. We have an absolute. It's the Kansas City Royals and the San Diego Padres. All right, ready to go here. So up now for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's how this series begins. That's in there. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Next to hit, Michael Garcia. That one fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try?
Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, out to short. Slings to first in time. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. And that is the third out. Back here at Petco Park. And towing the slab, Cole Reagans. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it. But this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's out to center field. Weimer moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
No balls.
One out,
strikes.
base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, right side. On to first. And there's two down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and that's a two-bagger.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Luis Arias now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Little chopper rolls foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The pitch. That one way inside.
Ball. Full count.
Jose Iglesias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball four, two aboard.
Runner, take your base.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now, and that is out of play.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Next pitch is outside. Next offering misses down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fouled off. He was late. Hard hit, base hit, around third. Here comes the throw. He'll score, and it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Machado. No hits in the shutout last night. First pitch misses.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
And Manny gets a piece. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Back-to-back base hits. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs. Second inning set to go. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Ryan back to work. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Perez launched a homer in his most recent game. And another ball. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And it remains 2-2. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Elliot Ramos.
The designated hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Ball 1, no strikes. Outside. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Count is full.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Man at first, and now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the lineup flips over. It's Xander Bogaerts now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That's a hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
At the plate, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a pop-up. Garcia right there to make the grab. And that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Massey.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Massey starting as the designated hitter, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. That's a hit, and a good start to the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Nelson Velasquez. And that is cut on and missed.
No ball.
Strike one.
Strike.
And that's
Nope,
outside.
That's outside. Ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Throw over to first. So up now for Kansas City, Joey Wiemer. Swing and a foul out of play. Ryan winds and deals. Ball one there.
1-1. No, that's out.
That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the Western Metal building, and it's gone. A home run.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Blanco at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Merrill pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So digging in, Michael Garcia. Towards first, and foul ball. There's the strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his strike.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. And we're deadlocked now. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Junior.
And that's outside. That just misses.
That's the ball.
2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
It's a leadoff walk.
Take your base.
And that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Luis Ariz stands in. He reached out a walk his first time. Step off, throw to first. Tatis dives back in. Yeah, that's fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's 1 down. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Iglesias. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Tatis runs the other way. And a base hit right there. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-2. They take the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
In half up to him. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings through that.
0-1.
Runner takes off. Pitch is high.
That's the ball.
Safe at second. Iglesias on at second with 2 down. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And misses inside. Smoked on the ground a second. India over to first in time. That ends the. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th. Salvador Perez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Oh, he botches it. Still fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And now, Vinny Pasquantino. On the ground to third. Fires to second for 1. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
India batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Goes down looking. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Pasquantino pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. This one in the air. India squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 2.
Bogart.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence. Bogaerts into second.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Stepping in, Jackson Merrill. Blanco on the move. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ryan back to work. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a chopper out to short. 1 away here in the 5th. Nelson Velasquez will hit next. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swung on, belted. And it's gone. His fourth home run of the season. It's 3-3. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 49, Kevin Kelly.
Next to hit, Joey Weimer. There's a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And next up for the Royals, Dairon Blanco. Just off the inside edge. Softly hit to third, and that's a foul ball. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now Michael Garcia. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
If he were an average catcher behind him.
Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw. Save. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next pitch misses. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got it! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that. Back here in San Diego, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. On the ground, Garcia. Over to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luis Arias. Bounce to the right side. India slings to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. And that one pulled foul. Way inside. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Down the third baseman, Manny Machado. Swings through that high fastball.
Well, come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
This to third. Sends it across to first. Machado is out. Back here at Petco Park. And the batter now, Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kelly, in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and they trade. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Salvi steps into the box now. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Struck him out looking. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
That's down and in. Next offering is in for a strike. That one to first. A rise. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, James McArthur.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning. You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one. 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
Swing and a foul straight back. And that one ripped to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. So now here's the DH, Elliot Ramos. Outside low. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-1.
And 1-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that just misses.
2-2.
And that's in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground right side, India. And that quickly 2 away. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Hit on the ground to short. Witt over to first. And that is the inning. Top of inning number 7. And to the plate for Kansas City, Jonathan India. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Tosses to first. Now 2 out. And now the right fielder, Nelson Velasquez. Outside. 1-0.
1-0.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tatis makes the catch, inning over. Carlos Hernandez takes over on the mound. 32nd appearance. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He was late there. Strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Home run number 20 on the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 4-3.
Tatis is a superstar in baseball, and that swing of his is a big reason why. He's electric with the bat in his hands. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now here is Luis Arias. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the seventh. Now 1-1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. John Schreiber appears to be getting loose. Estevez also getting ready. Out towards left center. Blanco on his way over. One away. Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Foul ball there. Yoan. In the air, right side. Velasquez towards the line.
That's
Won't
foul.
get to this one. It drops foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to third. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. And now it's Manny Machado.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Freddie Fermin.
And he would be the tying run, Boone, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
On the mound now, Yoan Duran.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Back to the top of the order now. Dairon Blanco now at the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Here.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Nope.
And there's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Dave.
And he punches him out. He went around. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Fought off foul. Inside at 100. 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. Ripped on a line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Oh, look at the stop. Goes to second with it, and they get the out. So 1 hit. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Carlos Estevez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Halfway.
Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Bye ya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Michael Tolia. 1 out. The base is empty for him. Down and away for ball 1. Estevez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Catcher has it, fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno, 1 for 3. And he swings through that one.
Big time GM right there.
0-1.
I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch, outside, a slider ball. That misses outside. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here. We go to the 9th. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Forget it.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap.
And the Padres.
Now pitching for the Padres,
Jonathan India at the plate.
And
a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Ground ball left side. Machado throws to first in time. And they get the out. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Happ makes the grab, and that's the inning. And KC draws even on this solo blast. It's now tied 4-4. Back after this. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Estevez back to work. Late swing fouled off. And the slider just misses. Bullpen action for the Royals. John Schreiber getting loose out there. Ersing, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Tied at 4. Check swing, and he went 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Lifted in the air down the left side. Blanco drifts towards it, makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. digs in now. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Tatis waits. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missed. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. Doing there for the... And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here. Now, here is Nelson Velasquez.
He loves being the guy at the plate in these spots. You need to be careful with him because he can change this game rather quickly.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Reaching down, makes the catch. And now here is Dairon Blanco. And the first offering is not close. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one on the first, but it pulls him off the bag. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
Michael Garcia.
Up the middle. Oh, this is off the second base bag.
Boog, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Witt stands in now and watches strike one. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. The shortstop takes the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Blanco on third. Garcia at first, 2 out of the inning. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Arise snags it, and that is that. We're back.
Now pitching for
Luis Arise getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
So the tying run at second. Pitch misses there. And the count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Hit weakly on the ground. In plenty of time to first. 1 out, the bottom of the 10th.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So up next, Jose Iglesias, known for his late inning heroics. Fouled off down the right side. With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. In the air on the infield, Pasquantino in position. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. Trying to deliver as the hero. Cut on and missed at 101.
It's
Strike
0-1.
one. That one at triple digits. With the winning run at the plate. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Next pitch misses way outside. Ersig is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out.
We have an it's the Kansas City Royals and the San Diego Padres. Okay, all set to go. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. And that one wrapped foul. Sets him down on strikes. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Bobby Witt Jr. stands in now, looks at that one inside. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Witt around second. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now a chance for Vinny Pasquantino. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Fastball is outside. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. Witt at third. Perez on at first with 2 down. Line drive. Nice grab. Royals ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
1 strike.
And that is out of play. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first. One up, one down. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Pulls that one foul. Lugo, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Isbell brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Arraez stands in. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. What a play, inning over. Back here at Petco Park. And here's the veteran outfielder, Hunter Renfroe. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back there. And out of here.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And it stays fair. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That just misses. Now 1 and 2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Nick Lofton stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And there's the strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Massey, the runner at second with 1 away. Got it. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Garcia in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside corner, there's a strike.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2 and 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Good job to fight that one off. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this. Back here in San Diego, now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Tatis matched a homer in his last game. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Ripped on a line to center. Isbell makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 1 out, bases empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lofton hauls it in for the out. Here's Manny Machado now. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball, 1 strike.
2 outs, bases empty. next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's down and away. Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs. And we're back. Jonathan Indy at the plate. That's in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract. Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Perez in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Lugo back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Center field. Isbell sizing this one up. 1 up, 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Campusano.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
That one the other way. Pasquantino throws to first in time. Back to the top of the lineup. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Kim in the box now. Takes strike 1. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Pasquantino.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly what...
An intentional walk here. Interesting choice with the bases empty and 1 away. Michael Massey will hit next. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And now it's Kyle Isbell. And there's the strike. In there at the knees, and the count is 0-2. Fastball is outside. Just misses with that one.
2-2.
Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Royals back here at Petco Park. And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jose Iglesias. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
On the ground, right side, boots it, still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Luis Arias now at the plate. That one lifted to left. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Tatis waits. Next offering popped in the air, right field. 2 down. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. And that's in for a strike. Garcia, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Headed towards the corner. Tatis makes the grab, 1 down. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Inside, just missed.
No. 3-0.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Fly ball down the line. Tatis makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Just off the outside edge, ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That one catches the corner for a strike. India off of first with 2 away. That's in there. That one hammered left field. That ball's carrying. And it's gone into the lower basket of the Western Meadow Building. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Tap foul at the plate. swing and a high fly ball left field. Happ moving under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning. 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. This is Padres baseball on the show San Diego. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Lofton going back, tries to make the play, but it's foul. Fastball is outside.
1-1.
Out to short. Witt tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's Manny Machado.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And Manny gets a piece. He swings and fouls one off. The Royals leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. Ripped to short. Zips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Michael Toglia. Right side, hard hit. India over to first in time. 3 up. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 75.
Right through there for a strike. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Tatis makes the play, and there's 1 down. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in San Diego, leading off, Jake Cronenworth. Lugo back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a foul ball. And delivers outside. That one not close. 2-2. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Pinch hitting for the Padres, number 14.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
0-2.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch
1-2.
misses, and the count is 1-2. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw. The throw is late, and everyone's safe. The bases are loaded.
Back-to-back singles. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Now let's see if they can string some.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. One run's in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Well, there you go. The RBI.
Now pitching for the
Luis Arias digs in now. Golden opportunity right here.
Hunter Harvey.
Up the middle. Base hit into center field. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across a run.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carlos Hernandez up and throwing. Estevez getting loose as well. Line drive, base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. 4-3, they take the lead.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And it's even up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
No outs. Runners at first and third. And that one popped in the air, left field. Lofton under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He'll score in the sac fly. It's 5-3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
The other way, and that's just foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Chases that one out of the zone. 2 down. Here's Michael Tolia. Swings through that one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Over to first, and he's safe. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Nick Lofton.
And that one cutting but missing down low. That's outside, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's 1 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes outside. On the corner for a strike. And 1-1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and 2 away to start the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan India.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The 2-1. Just missed. Here comes the manager.
Pitching for
the Royals down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7.
Jeremiah Estrada.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John Schreiber.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
This one chopped to first, but it kicks foul. And a pitch. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Now a fly ball to right center. Isbell puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Padres. Moreno having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to.
Witt flips to second. That's 1, and that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th and to the plate for Kansas. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that is gone. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 5-4. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Booth. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Perez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next offering misses down and away.
3-2.
That one is absolutely belted. Half on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Pasquantino in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one ripped. Base hit down the line. Salvi around second, headed for third. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good.
And the Padres manager.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 63.
Late swing, fouled off. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-1. Looked like it was a little bit up.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack.
That one hit to right. And that is a big first out. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. 1 for 3. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. He'll take a jog around the bases, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 7-5. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boo. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to win?
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the
Iglesias, that's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 7-5. You're watching Padres. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Carlos Hernandez.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Erce, the closer of the staff, is throwing. MacArthur also throwing. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 strike.
Just missed.
That's a ball. 3-1.
Right side, India. Whips it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next for the Padres, Luis Arias. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tatis, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. And now 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. And they take care of Tatis. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Michael Garcia. And a base hit into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. In there for strike 1. And that clips the inside corner.
Oh, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but
Cronenworth, 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. He's coming off a big swing of the bat in the 8th inning, Chris.
Yeah, he may still be riding a little high, and for him, hopefully the confidence is still there. It was a solo shot and a very important run in this game.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. Pasquantino stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Fly ball center field. Makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Lucas Erce.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Lofton settles under this one. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. He's 2 outs away. Now Machado up here. Slider right there. The Royals leading by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Oh, 2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard hit left side. Witt over to first. Padres with only 1 out remaining. Now it's the DH, Michael Toglia. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. This could end it. That one outside, and it's 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Comebacker to the mound. Throw to first. That'll do it. And the Royals take the first 2 games of this series on the road. A 7-5 final score in this.